This is the Hot 7 Nightly News.
Good evening. It is Tuesday, November 12, 2024. I am Daniela Edwin. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. We are on Flow Channel 117, Kiss FM, the Caribbean Hot FM mobile app, and the Caribbean Hot 7 TV Facebook page. Not forgetting those of you using the Hot 7 plug and play antenna. Thank you so much for joining us. The Royal Saint Lucia Police Force has intensified its investigation into the homicide of 21-year-old N.K. St. Ville, issuing a wanted bulletin for a male resident of Groseley. In recent times, the force has been very careful not to indicate why individuals are wanted. At a recent press conference, Acting Commissioner of Police Luke de Freitas defended their decision to share this information, asserting confidence in the case's integrity. Chrissy Bakey begins tonight's reporting.
A firearm was discharged at Pigeon Point Beach on the night of September 8, 2024, injuring 21-year-old N.K. St. Ville in his lower extremities. He was transported to the Owen King EU Hospital for medical treatment, but unfortunately succumbed to his injuries the following day. At the time of the incident, the victim was in the company of other individuals, and video footage showed the panic as his father attempted to stop the bleeding. Despite some public speculation that the incident was accidental or self-inflicted, police classified the case as a homicide. 2 months after the 21-year-old's demise, the Royal Saint Lucia Police Force released a wanted bulletin with the headline, "Have you seen him?" The notice featured Dan Phillip of Groseley. The accompanying email indicated that Philip was wanted in connection with the homicide investigation of N.K. St. Ville. Following the bulletin's release, St. Ville's father broke his silence, urging the swift capture of the named individual, whom he believed should be brought into police custody to face justice. This public appeal fueled discussions about whether the investigation or eventual trial would be impacted by open commentary on the case. The police explicit mention of the warrant's purpose, which is uncommon, also raised further questions as it directly tied Philip to the murder charge. At a press conference on November 12, 2024, Assistant Commissioner of Police Luke de Freitas addressed these concerns, explaining that given the nature of the case and evidence gathered, the police had full confidence in issuing this bulletin. He stated that the decision was made carefully and assured that it would not affect the integrity of any future trial.
As long as the bulletin does not cause an environment where people come out and post information, critical information about the case over social media or elsewhere, I do not see it as a hurdle. I know the press has, over the past few months, been very interested in why we post or do not post photos of wanted persons. In that particular instance, we believe that there was sufficient evidence at the time to cause a case against the mentioned person, and so we have put out that wanted person's appeal. In other instances where people are just persons of interest, we are very careful not to go the same route. As, like I would have said, we probably would not have had the same level of information, the same degree of evidence, as would have been the case in this particular instance.
It is unclear whether the named individual has been taken into police custody or if he is still on the run. Anyone with information regarding this incident is asked to contact the Criminal Investigations Department at 456-3770. Alternately, anonymous tips can be provided by dialing 555. For the Hot 7 TV News, Chrissy Bakey reporting.
The conclusion of a line of inquiry launched into the death of Reginald Jean ends on a sour note after over a decade of cries for justice. Contrary to recommendations by the DPP, the Police Commissioner Vern Gard on Tuesday delivered a shocking update in the case.
family, friends, and the general public have waited 13 years, 9 months, and 16 days for justice to prevail, only to hear the current police commissioner, Vern God, deliver what many may say is the verdict of a painful battle between doubt and faith in the island's justice system as it relates to the shooting death of Reginald Jean by police on the 28th of February 2011 at Marcia.
And in relation to the two matters, the Reginald Jean matter was deemed to be lawful killing by the police. According to a report filed by the DBS news station in 2011, Jean had turned a new leaf when he found himself in the deadly encounter with law enforcement.
On Monday, the 28th of February 2011, police conducted an operation in the vicinity of Antipo Bacatel Marshall area about 4:30 p.m., where traffic check was also being made in that area. And then a black car was approaching at the time. It was driven by Ronald Sylvester / Reginald Jean, who is 36 years old of Bacatel. This car failed to stop at the police checkpoint. It again failed to stop at the checkpoint of the point man. And in the process, Reginald Jean was shot by police. He was taken to the Victoria Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. But police also recovered a loaded firearm from his vehicle.
Relatives and friends of the deceased say the Beige had left his gangster ways and had changed his life around.
I about 9 shots knock. Yeah, I call out, I say, whoa. Yeah. One time as a first illness is the boss that go there, so yeah, police just take him and like innocently. Yeah. Not to say the man was in no war, the man was wanted or anything. Cause I know the boss so cool, the boss get calm, the boss said no war thing. I say, yeah, the man used to walk there, broad daylight, the police and them used to stop and talk to the man, yeah, and the police and them take the man life so innocently. Yeah. We want justice for the boss. The boss said he deserved that kind of death for us.
This update that his death was lawful is contrary to what many believe and is a far cry from the interpretations of recommendations made by the Director of Public Prosecution, Dawson Green, in June of this year.
I've advised the Commissioner of Police that the further lines of inquiry, and I just want to stop, on the last occasion I indicated that there were further lines of inquiry to be explored, that these lines of inquiry embarked upon by the investigative team, which was done subsequent to the coroner's inquest in this matter, have revealed sufficient evidence, in my view, to warrant the arrest and formal interviewing of the officers involved on suspicion of reckless manslaughter.
The news did not end there, as the commissioner also gave another shocking update on one of the 5 shot and killed by police in Vieux-Fort on May 5, 2011. It is important to note that again, the DPP in his recommendation stated that investigations found sufficient evidence to warrant the arrest and formal interviewing of the police officers involved on suspicion of reckless manslaughter.
Similarly, the matter with the 4 persons in Vieux-Fort, one of them were declared to be an unlawful killing, one of them. But the matters are matters that the circumstances involving them are some of a joint issue. Right? So one mission that led up to the death of several persons. There was an inquest. The inquest concluded certain things in regards to 4 persons and one in regards to one. The police again reinvestigated.
During his last press conference on October 9, 2024, the police commissioner had stated that new lines of inquiry were being followed, and it was hoped that new information will be extracted and used to carry these matters forward. According to him, this new information has delivered the aforementioned results. Reporting for the Hot 7 TV News, I am Jasmine Duncan.
Still on the subject of law enforcement, videos circulating on social media captured a recent police-involved shooting in Labrie that sparked public concern. The victim, allegedly of unsound mind, interfered with police operations, leading an officer to discharge multiple rounds that struck the man in his kneecap. In this report, the superintendent attached to the Southern Division provides an update on the victim's current condition and urges the public to be mindful when casting blame.
On November 9, 2024, social media videos brought widespread attention to a shooting incident in Labrie near a well-known bar. According to reports, a male individual interfered with an ongoing police operation, prompting an officer to discharge several rounds, injuring the man in the kneecap. Personnel from the Saint Lucia Fire Service responded, providing emergency assistance to the victim. At a November 12 press conference, Superintendent of Police Albert Shalry, assigned to the Southern Division of the Royal Saint Lucia Police Force, commented on the incident. Shalry indicated that officers are generally not expected to use excessive force. However, he emphasized that officers may sometimes find it necessary to employ such methods, which they must justify during subsequent investigations.
I am not sure that any police officer would leave his or her home or the police station that they are attached to with a view of going out there to create any mischief. From time to time, we know that situations would necessitate the police officers doing certain things that they alone can explain, and that can only come out during the course of an investigation. Earlier on, we were speaking about the use of force. And again, it depends on the circumstances of the case.
Shalry was unable to provide specific information about this particular case. However, he did indicate that the victim received medical attention and is currently recovering at home.
We sitting at this table cannot provide you with the information as to what actually transpired on that Saturday, but we can confirm that there was an incident where a police officer had to discharge his firearm and someone got injured. This individual was conveyed to the hospital, has been treated, and is currently recovering at home. I can also indicate to you that there is communication with the family, and they are aware of what is happening with the investigation.
Superintendent Shalry called for patience from the public, urging individuals to refrain from casting judgment.
So it is not for us to sit here and to indicate that the police acted correctly or the gentleman did something which was against the law, which would have caused the police officer to discharge his weapon. We need to allow for the investigations to take place, and at the end of it all, whatever the facts are that are collected in the matter, they will be communicated to the general public.
Shalry could not verify claims regarding the mental stability of the injured individual. However, he stated that any relevant information about the man's mental health would be disclosed as the investigation progresses. For the Hot 7 TV News, Chrissy Bakey reporting.
On a lighter side, and still in the first segment of the broadcast, the POV. Today we visited Cicero. You, the residents, shared your thoughts on Julian Alfred's success and what it means for the community. Here is your point of view.
Yes, Julian Alfred makes us proud because he's from Cicero. I'm from Cicero. There's much I can say. We are very happy and we love her.
Oh, I feel really, really proud knowing that she's the bullet lady from Saint Lucia. And I teach my preschoolers, and when I ask them, what do you think about Julian Alfred children? No, she's the bullet lady from Cicero. And this makes us feel really, really proud. I'm happy and damn proud to be a Saint Lucia. And we are happy that she made us proud. She put us on the map. This little tiny dot you see on the world map is Saint Lucia. So we are happy that she made us proud, and she's continuing to make us proud. So we thank God for Julian Alfred and for what she's doing, and she will continue to do. So we say hip, hip, hip to Julian Alfred.
I find she do very good for the community. That's nice. She lift up Saint Lucia, and I find that's a lot. I find she'll do more in the time to come.
The community, I feel much proud about her. She does a good job for Saint Lucia and her community feel much happy about her.
I feel really happy about hearing that Juliana Alfred has made us in Cicero proud. Although I am not from Cicero, but then I'm from Choiseul. And to hear that you know, she grew up from next door. She went to the same school with my children. Her mom and myself were really good friends. She was always a humble person, and so she raised up her children being humble children. So I am so proud for her and her mother. I am so proud to hear that it is she, you know, a hardworking mother that her daughter get to, you know, win the, you know, the gold medal for Saint Lucia. So I just want to say congratulations. I didn't get the chance the last time I was by the road and you were there. I just want to say congratulations once again to Juliana Alfred, also to her mom, who's been working really hard, you know. I want to say congratulations to her, and we are happy, very, very happy. And I'm going to keep on putting her in my prayers, because I'm a born-again believer, so I will continue to put her in my prayers and wishing her all the best in the coming years to come. That's my take.
Look out for our reporters or head over to our Facebook and Instagram pages at Caribbean Hot 7 TV to share your point of view on trending topics in the news. Coming up next, the police force alters missing person procedure, eliminating the need for a 48-hour time lapse. And the wish of Dennery MP Sean Edward is coming true as the Larissus Health Center nears completion. All that and much more coming up when we return.